freewheeling cavalcade of circular motion, thus defined by the octagon table of double-wide mental introspection and dedicated utilitarian outward think in defense of zero content. Translation: we ain't got nothing. Oh, hey folks, Dude here. Coming yet again. Another edition of Dude After Dark, and I'm now screwed around with the contrast and everything. So give me just 1 second here, because I think it looks a little not great. So it kind of looks almost like foggy or something. So let me try cheating just a couple things here. Go over here real fast. Oh, I hate when it does this. Hang on a second here. Go with that. No, turn that off. Okay, go over here to this one. Hang on a second here. No, that's not it either. It gets really okay. That's what it is. The brightness was going way hazardous, and it was kind of overdoing things. So let me just give me my lead here. I'm still messing with things. Hang on 1 second here. Let me sketch that around a little bit more. Chase this, turn that off. Okay, that probably is what the problem is it was going, oh no, I need to adjust this for you. No, you don't need to adjust this for me, okay? In fact, don't adjust this for me. Really, don't adjust this for me. I got this, okay? It tends to get really kind of muddy sometimes if you jack with the contrast. So hopefully we're there now. On my side of things, it looks So I'm going to say is good enough, right? Hit the save button. So hopefully it doesn't go further foobarific. Martina Sasquatch, appreciate you coming by, brother. Hopefully you caught up with the MeWe interaction. I really don't check in MeWe all that often anymore. Usually the only time I really ever go there is like, when I'm queued in for Martina Sasquatch going, hey, dude, I left your message on there and what have you. So it's kind of like almost like a secondary, tertiary, quaternary, synquinary, some other demarcation of something that I use really, truly not that frequently. Anyway, looking at things as it is, looking at news, oh, my stars and garters, the worm has turned right now for the Democrat Party. Oh, wow. I mean, not even like a little bit, oh, wow, but I mean, oh, wow. Right now, China is really not looking that great financially. The Democrat Party is really, truly, absolutely just completely beside themselves with all the Joe. Joe got caught. And since now he got caught, we really can't do anything to Donald Trump because, oh, yeah, any investigation that we do on Trump is going to look even, oh, we already did an investigation on Trump. And now, yeah, it's just. It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. Yeah, the Democrat Party right now knows. Okay, if we try to do something else against Trump, we're now out of power in Congress. What can we do? Not a whole heck of a lot. So right now they are. Oh my! Yeah, they're just. Okay, I wasn't gonna go there, sound guy, but they really had a bad, worm turning, shall we say? Okay, so anyway, looking at things as it is, fate has not been especially kind to the Democrat Party, and they're now suffering a bad case of, maybe more fatality. Well, at least in the last election, it was fatality. Could possibly say that really it's the start of something, and mostly the biggest problem I see right now between any of the major parties is the Democrats are seen as the guys who are completely jack things up, and the Republicans are going to be seen as the guys who aren't going to really fix it because they're all pigs eat from the same trough. So, coming right down to it, it is now the Democrat Party to lose. It is the Republican Party to maybe try to salvage some semblance of credibility and some semblance of trust. It's going to be a lot of work for them to do that right now. It's really, truly, and I don't even mean like if you look at things on like a centrist or a conservative side or, either side of, the polar opposites they're in, it's really going to be very, very hard for the Democrats are trying to stop the process and for Republicans to prove that they can fix things. Barry Kajon, appreciate you coming by. Yeah, you do get the gold star for attendance 2 weeks in a row. Very, very nicely done. You have done possibly the impossible. Yes, you've been here. So, oh no. Okay, I'm gonna mute that down for sound guy. I was not gonna say Martin Gaye, let's get it on, okay? No, I was not gonna say it like that at all. But sound guy, well, sound guy sometimes takes stuff to the nth degree when he says, let's get things on. Oh no. No, 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 no. Bad sound guy. Bad. I wasn't gonna go there. He always tends to go very very oh yeah. Martina Sasquatch in the room says for the Democrats, Republicans, if they want trust, they need to pass the tax reform bill when they have the votes. Okay, here's the major thing I see right now that is just beyond blanking hilarious. When it comes right down to it, Joe Kaka, obviously President Joe Kaka, has stated Thor's hammer. Unfortunately, folks, I got to do this. Thor's hammer. I won't make any deals with Republicans. If they bring anything to my desk, I'm not going to do anything. So here's what's going to have happen for the Democrats, and they are going to look at things hardcore, and they're going to go, we might actually have to vote against our own guys to save our seats. This week on Congressional Records, Democrats freaking out, saying we need to do things with Republicans or we're going to lose our jobs. Yeah, bad boys. What they got to do? They're going to have to vote for stuff alongside the Republicans, or they're going to be seen as those guys who are keeping things from getting fixed. Now, where the Republicans are right now is they don't have like a huge mandate to say, yes, we're the guy, Thor's hammer. We're the guys that are run things and everybody's going to follow in lockstep alongside us because of the other two legs of the triangle of all the legislature. They don't have it. They have a very, very slim, well, on parity, maybe in the Senate. If Manchin turns over and goes, I'm not following along in lockstep and I'm going to be like, dissenting voice, he's trying to save his ass, folks. Right now, the guys in, West Virginia are looking at Manchin and they're like, dude, you are not that guy. And further, you're not going to be our guy because we don't trust you because you've been like that kind of guy. So looking at things as it is, China is not doing good right now. The federal government, I just saw a poll recently, and it was like most people really, truly don't give a flip about the guys in Congress or Senate right now. They're really more worried about, like, I don't know, like the fact that our economy is like a raging joke. It's like circling the drain, and the guys who are running things obviously are the issue. Yeah, they're the guys that basically made things just really, really, truly suck. Speaking of things that really, really, truly suck, hang on a second. Let me find the proper link here. I hate when I do this to myself. I like click on something on Facebook, and then it's like I got to try to follow a link somewhere else. Okay, so let's try this. DailyWire.com. Left-wing media outlet Vox announces mass layoffs, and its union representatives are furious, quote unquote. Leftist media outlet Vox announced layoffs and the impact of 7% of employees, which, if you think about it in terms of layoffs, is not that big. It's a hit. But how many people could they possibly be kicking out? Well, let's just say that Vox CEO Jim Bancroft said in a note to staff members obtained by Axios that several teams across the country's revenue, editorial, and operational departments will be impacted by the dismissals. The company, which executes two severe layoffs last year, the company executed two less severe layoffs last year, currently employs some 1,900 people, including 130 that can lose their jobs. Okay, I'm going to do the math here. They said 7%. 1,900 people minus 130 is not 7%. It's like 3%, 1.2%. It's not that many people, all right? So, quote, unfortunately, in this economic climate, we're not able to sustain projects in areas of business that have not performed as anticipated, or less core to where we see the the biggest opportunities in the coming years, or where we don't have or where we don't have enough rationale to support ongoing investment in what could be prolonged downturn, Bancroft says. Translation, we make bad stuff and people don't buy. Logan Ray, appreciate you coming in the room, dude. So the Vox Media Union announced some of its members could be affected by the dismissals. Quote, we're furious at the way the company has approached these layoffs, and we're currently discussing on how best serve those who will just lose their jobs. Just, has anybody even really read or seen anything by Vox? And I don't mean Fox, I mean Vox, V-O-X, not F-O-X. You know what? I'm going to do something real stupid easy here, real fast. I'm going to click Google, and I'm just going to punch up Vox.com. See what I get. And what does it look like? From its outset, let's see. It looks like Drudge. The page that I just got, landing page, looks like Drudge. Return to Stormy Daniels hush money, case against Trump explained. Did George Santos lie about everything? What does it mean to give away a $118 billion fortune from Jeff Bezos? 17 movies to watch out for in 2023. Alec Baldwin criminal charges of Rush Chaotic Production explained. Where will layoff tech workers go? Ron DeSantis wants to make it much easier for the government to kill people. What can the world learn from China's zero COVID lockdown? Okay, right off the bat, as a landing page, that sucks. That absolutely sucks. Half those news stories I can source from freaking yahoo.com. My stars and garters and the rest of fluff don't give a crap. Who gives a crap if Jeff Bezos is giving away his money? Oh, my stars and garters, folks. That website sucks. They are not like a major news organization. 1,900 people to generate crap like that? That is a waste of time, effort, and revenue. Just give me 1 second here. Some ticker juice needs to get drunk. That is beyond pathetic. Holy crap. So what I said essentially in that one on the Facebook post I made about it was make sucky content, left hard wokeisms, people won't buy or use your crud. That's it. What horrendously, just, how can I say this without saying this? It's just, no, dude, no, how can I say this without saying this? No, maybe, or completely, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you guys heard about this one or not, but this one shows you exactly where this crap is coming from. FBI official investigating Donald John Trump was arrested for Russian collusion. Yeah. Patriot Fever, appreciate you coming by, dude. Reporting from Guard Flu Station D+7. One roll of TP currently trading for 4 million American here. Well, good thing you don't have it or worry about any eggs. Stop, sound guy, stop. Sound guy. They got enough problems there, okay? Yep. Okay, I think that they really have got enough issues going on, and House de la Patriot Fever.
Fatality.
No, dude, seriously. Sound guy, I got this one. Yeah, don't do it. Anyway, so in Casa de Patriot Fever.
Fatality.
I think that's probably going to be the roll of toilet paper that's suffering.
Fatality.
Yeah, that's the way that one's going to go. It's definitely going to be the toilet paper. Really? Are you done? Okay. Seriously? All right. Anyway, scrolly. Oh, wow. Here's one you don't see every day. This one comes from PatriotAlerts.com. Finally, somebody on the other side of the aisle gets hold up for being a, well, he's stuck in the fart column, folks. He really is. Stop, man. Come on. Anyway, child exploitation is a growing problem in the Democrat Party. Last week, a bombshell report found that two San Francisco activists, were sexually assaulting children in their care, and the liberal-run drag queen shows continue to distort young children's minds. See, I got to be really careful the way I phrase stuff sometimes because if I get too overtly saying something against one of the protected classes, I could actually get held up by, Facebook, Twitter, not so much Twitter, but Facebook and YouTube.
Oh my.
Yeah. So anyway, the guys who are the San Francisco variety who do these things they really never showed to children. Yeah, gonna be one of those kinds. Not to say that all people of that persuasion do that to children, but there's enough of them that really just you really want to just Hey Vito, come here. There's some guys. And these guys, well, they're doing these things that are untoward. So why don't you take these guys out and show them the error of their ways? I wouldn't say to do anything physical to them, but if something was to befall them, we could all understand. So, be sure to introduce them to a group of your other friends, and potentially you could have a hangout time together and explain to them why they don't do these things. I possibly could never do a mafia guy, but that doesn't exist. The M word never ever existed. Anyway, so this guy's a former Democrat. Dennis Doyle is a former Democratic male of Beaverton, Oregon. Was given a 6-month prison sentence in order to pay $22,000 in restitution to the victims by federal court on Tuesday for possession of kitty pornography. Okay, this guy's getting off way light. Possession of child pornography can carry a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison and a lifetime of supervised release. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, former Democrat mayor will serve a sentence of 6 months and will be followed by a period of 5 months of supervised release. This guy, he really needed to get hung out to dry for doing this stuff in a position of authority, because anybody that looks at this guy goes, oh yeah, you're our leader and you just got caught with this stuff. Oh no! Yeah. U.S. Attorney's Office representative told the Daily Caller, Mr. Doyle will be required to register as a sex offender for life. Not enough. Not enough. Not. No. Mm-mm. Nope. No way. Nope. And I gotta grab that sound bite, from that movie. That's just too funny. Nope. No way. Oh no. No. I gotta grab that one. That's just gonna be funny. So, U.S. Attorney's Office reported that Doyle knowingly possessed child pornography images between November 2014 and December 2015, confessing when FBI agents approached him in early 2022 before pleading guilty to one count in October. it's not enough. Okay, 6 years after the fact, it seems a little sketch there. Seems a little sketch. 7 years after the fact, actually. Anyway, so reported at the Willamette Week, Doyle was first elected to mayor in 2009 and lost his 2022 re-election bid to Beaverton City Councilor Lacey Beatty. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, the Beaverton Police Department informed the FBI in January 2022 after a local business alerted them to the discovery of a thumb drive containing child pornography and personal photographs that were believed to belong to Doyle. Wow. National Center for Missing and Exploited Children identified several images that depicted known sexually exploited minors who were under the age of 12. Yipes. Child exploitation has been an issue among Democrat figures in recent weeks. According to a recent report, the same-sex couple from Georgia is accused of sexually abusing their adopted sons and producing child pornography with them. Additionally, they're alleged to have prostituted the boys to a group of pedophiles in our community. That's bad, folks. The investigation conducted over several months by Town Hall has uncovered the allegations that William Dale Zulock, age 33, and Zachary Jacoby Zulock, age 35, used social media platforms to engage in prostitution of their two young sons who are of elementary school age. Town Hall reported, according to the copy of the 17-count indictment Town Hall's obtained, the adopted dads allegedly performed male-on-male type stuff on both boys, forced the children to perform male-on-male type stuff to them, and, of course, other male-type stuff upon their kids. In one instance, a injury. I gotta be really careful here. An injury on the older Zulock child, who had just turned 11 years old in mid-December. Court records indicate that the child's abuse stretched back as early as 2019 and intensified in January 2021, March 2021, and December 2021, as offense dates are listed. So basically what happened is, I'm trying to be as charitably nice about this as I possibly can, but there's a mayor guy goes up on charges, and the two other guys, let's just say they committed male-on-male type activities, but with a small male, and committed male-on activities that caused like physical harm, damage, and need for surgical interaction to fix problems they're resulting. Anytime that you, sound guy, is that going to be your sound effect knife now for when two male-on-male type guys are going to town? It's going to be a case of they got together, and I think that might be his cause celeb sound effect. Oh, really? Okay, so that deserves a ding. So anyway, these three guys are hopefully getting hung out to dry, and it needs to have happen. I cannot begin to tell you how hilarious I found this news story. Corinne Jean-Pierre, also known as the Biden's blabbering bobblehead, she basically went into a press conference and was spewing her spiel, and some very African guy said essentially, "You're not fit for this job." What? No, I'm trying to do. You're not fit for this job. Called her right out, and it was like, no. Somebody else was trying to talk. You're not fit for this job. Blasted her right in the middle of the press conference. And to say that she looked anything less than a little bit nonplussed is, oh yeah, she was definitely not happy about it. You could see the whole time she was sitting up there, you just heard the gears crunching, and oh yeah, that was definitely like she was mining for piss off on that one, because dude was just full on. Okay, I'll allow that sound guy. That actually was a decent sequence. I'll allow that one. That was decent. Okay, yeah, because it was not. It was not. No, 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 no. It was not snoo snoo. It was more a case of dude calling her out and oh man, it was beyond hilarious. he 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 basically blasted her. You could just see her looking at the crowd going, yeah, it was beyond funny. It really, really was. And I saw the video and I actually had to play it 2 or 3 times because I was just laughing. It was just good stuff. Patriot Fever KJP, aka oh jeez, aka Transmission Pinocchio incarnate. I just call her Biden's babbling bobblehead. It's just more fun that way. Oh man. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Now this one is very, very, very interesting. I've seen more than a few of my, man, I would say my absolute favorite YouTube channels, but there's been a couple of YouTube channels that I frequent, watch their stuff. I really don't watch broadcast TV. For me to sit in front of a TV and have to deal with commercial after commercial after commercial is crap, and I do not do it. That's why I stream videos, and I have some really, really kick-ass ad blockers. I don't see an ad on YouTube. I don't see an ad usually on Facebook, and 9 times out of 10, if they do pop ads, I'll find another source to watch a video of my own choosing. So anyway, this one coming in patriotalerts.com. The Department of Justice, and this is radically shocking that it's happening during this time when there are these people, and I'm saying these people, like those guys who are actually running the things, and they are being run and driven by him. Yeah, because if anybody's going to be talking about, okay, if anybody's going to be talking about caca, caca, caca. Okay, Joe Caca currently in the White House, right? All right, so the guy currently in the White House with everybody, top on down, following his example. The name is. I like the fart at the end. Okay, anyway, the Department of Justice to file an antitrust suit against Google alleging digital ad monopoly. Now, I find that very, very interesting. Now, this is one of my absolute least favorite ones, but I do have the sleeves, so I'm going to continue drinking them until I'm done with them. It's the Pepsi with sugar, black cherry cola. It's absolutely my least favorite. Why? Because as much as a sugar abuser as I am, it's too sweet. Cheers to App's companions. Anyway, back to the story. Department of Justice, DOJ. Because if you're too stupid to figure out Department of Justice is DOJ, I hate when I do that, is reportedly prepping to sue Google over the tech behemoth's dominance in the digital advertising space. The DOJ is expected to file the lawsuit in court at the end of the week. Sources familiar with the preparations told Bloomberg. It will be the latest in a series of antitrust cases made against the company by federal and state government entities. Google is this raging behemoth right now. It's really got major, huge trust violations. If nothing else, right off the bat, YouTube. Ever since YouTube has defined itself under Meg or whatever her name is, it's gone from to just eh. I mean, it's so hard to make any money on YouTube. It's really not worth it now to have AdSense, which is why most people simply just demonetize their videos because they don't want to have this overarching, you better not do this, that, and the other thing, or we will take away that monetization and this. It's utter crap for you to have to live in fear of your stuff being demonetized, your channel being, deplatformed, and you losing all your stuff. Now, the thing about it is I saw this coming down the pike from a long ass time ago. And I got some older videos on file that are will not fit under the regs of what YouTube is currently. It just won't. And if I put them up, number one, they're obviously going to get demonetized if I have monetization even turned on. Number two, they're probably going to get kicked. Number three, I'm probably going to catch a channel strike. Number four, if I have too many channel strikes, I lose my channel. Not worth it. Not going to do it. And those videos, I'm simply just go in and, I'm going to pull out Mr. External drive and I will save them for posterity's sake. Now, whether I put them up on Utreon or, any of the other really, gun-friendly platforms, potentially I might do that. The only downside is essentially the way that it works with, any of these other platforms is it's hard to get the viewership. It's hard to steer people from YouTube, which is so easily accessible and just about as simple as just picking up your phone and just dialing, whatever, to having to deal with the fact that you're trying to steer people to, this is my unique channel on this whole other platform. Oh yeah, watch my stuff there. Now, potentially, do you have to register there? Possibly some of these guys, I don't know if you really have to do that. It could be a case of you go over there and all right, do I need to it's that and the other thing, or just go there? I don't know. I really don't know, because there are other secondary platforms that I just don't utilize. But I do know that there is other places on the internet that is charitable to gun content. YouTube, on the other hand, if you even take a weapon and stick a magazine into the weapon, they go, oh, no, that's assembling a firearm. As a matter of fact, right now, I can't pull out a firearm and show it on a streaming video. If I do, potentially I have issues. So I can't even really show a quote unquote gun. Could I show components of a gun? Possibly, but then you get like one of these, nattering nabobs that goes, hey, he's talking about the XYZ part that fits in the XYZ gun. And I don't like the fact that that looks like evil, mean, wicked, neat, and nasty. And I'm just going to knock that right off. And all they do is push a button and boop, you're hosed. And what's your recourse on YouTube? Not much. You can contest it, and you can try to get some type of, sound guy. No, you're not going to get caw from, no. You're not going to get caw from YouTube. You're just going to get hosed. Oh, most assuredly, dude. You're just going to get
Blow it out your ass.
That's all you're going to get from them. You're going to get a pile of dookie and blow it out your ass. Google's not made a statement on the reported legal maneuver through the DOJ, although the company has before denied allegations of monopolistic business practices. Well, why wouldn't they not? In testimony in court filings in the past, the companies pointed to companies such as Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft as strong competitors in the digital ad space. Number one, number two, and number three, Bravo Sierra. And I really, truly want to make another, soundbite that basically expressing just what a huge pile of ew dookie, and I'm talking bull dookie, that they are throwing out there to say, oh no, we're not the only guys on the block. Well, the truth of it is essentially Google, owned by Alphabet Incorporated, holds the largest share of business in the United States, $278.6 billion of digital ad market, as well as the top slot of $626.86 billion global digital ad market. The DOJ's reported lawsuit will follow previous legal actions taken against this tech giant in 2020 when the department sued Google over the company's search practices. Then Attorney General William Barr at the time said that Google was a gatekeeper of the internet. I don't know so much about a gatekeeper of the internet. Just give me 1 second here. But it is very easy to say. I'll give you guys a task. Search for something on Google. And I don't mean something like hugely pejorative or, namesake for like one political party or another, but just search for something on Google. and look at the search results. And you'll see like the first one or two is like ad, ad, ad. It's basically like they sell these, share the share of the ad revenue with these guys come up primarily because I've actually paid to be the first hits in the search. But I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying, like, if you're looking up something specifically, say like for Donald Trump, and you're looking for something generic, well, here's the thing. If you're looking up for like January 6th or something like that, which would be kind of pejorative and kind of like, party related, but if you are looking for something along those lines and you get the hits on Google, here's what you do. Then take that search, cut and copy it, save it as like, something that's now in the buffer of your computer, copy that text, and then punch into Google. And I do this specifically so they know. Duck, duck, go. Boom. Then when DuckDuckGo pops up, I click on that hyperlink from Google to show Google, you guys are full of Bravo Sierra, and I'm going to your competition. Then once you get to DuckDuckGo, drop in that same search parameter, click on it, and compare the search results between Google and DuckDuckGo. Most assuredly, you will see completely different search results. Why? Because Google's giving aid and shelter to certain people. Patriot Fever in the room. Haven't they been called into for monopoly? I swear I read that recently. Google, that is. I believe that they are actually being seen now as a monopoly, and hopefully they get busted up with a trust regulation violation. Logan used to show your new acquisition bill showing uppers and lowers, etc. Well, trust me, I still have some stuff. There's actually some stuff behind the flag that unfortunately I can't quite show you. But yes, I do have acquisitions, and there is a couple other projects, and I've actually found some new parties that I've been looking up at the parties, and it's like, I need to like pull out the wallet, and these new parties are going to be looking at me and screaming, please build me, build me, build me. Because the dirty little secret about it is unfortunately, I am hardcore, probably locked in about mid 90s, like, early 90s, like late 80s. And unfortunately, that stuff is rare and it's hard to find. And when you do find it, yeah, it gets really spendy sometimes. Like I got a project or 15 right now that I really have just like been acquiring parts. And now I'm just looking at this pile of parts going, well, snap, I need to start building these things or I'm just not going to be able to do anything with them. And they're just going to be sitting around and they're not going to get built. Cartoon fiddle up car crash. Sure. Sometimes sound guy just goes on these tangents where I really don't know what he's talking about. Really? Really? So you're going on with this one. No. You can't censor the cat screaming, okay? No, you can't do that. You're done. You're done. That's how that one goes. No, you're not gonna get a ding for the cat screaming, okay? Oh, the cat got the dog, you fixed the problem? Sometimes he just he goes on tangents, folks. He really does, okay? Obviously, Google. Oh. Okay. I guess that's a new soundbite. So Google. Yeah, Google douchebags. Okay. This lawsuit strikes at the heart of Google's grip over the internet for millions of American consumers, advertisers, small businesses, and entrepreneurs beholden to the unlawful monopolist, he said. And that was a Barr. And I do not trust Barr. Right now I see Barr. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, he could be douchebags. In November, Google settled a legal challenge brought by dozens of states over the company's use of location tracking. Google agreed to $391.5 million settlement with the attorney generals of 40 states that said the company continued to monitor the people movements, even after turning off their phone's location tracking services. Okay, here's the thing. This is really, I got that one, sound guy. Yeah, douchebags. Anytime that the government puts a fine on a corporation, they collect the money. How do we see the benefit of anything that the government did other than playing ambulance chaser and fisting the company to say, you better give us money or we're going to take you guys and drag you into court and really, really hold you out because we're the federal government. We have unlimited funds. We have unlimited resources and we'll continue to screw you until you throw us the money because, well, you will pay us in one way or another. And because we're politics and political guys, we can screw with you to no small degree and you're going to pay us. So in the meantime, these yeah, thanks for the sound guy. I think we're good with that one. The government, the douchebag, the government basically collects all this cash. Now, here's the other dirty little secret. When they had the huge court battle taking place about what cigarette company knew when cigarettes were bad for you, and they didn't express it to the public, and they hid the research that showed if you smoke X amount of cigarettes, you're probably going to get X amount of cancer, and it's probably really, really bad for you if you smoke cigarettes and all the rest of this happy falderall. Like most people didn't know smoking a cigarette, putting the smoke in your body is probably not good for you. There's no other animal on the planet that's walking around going, oh man, let me just smoke that. Oh, that's just what I need. 20 of these and another 20 of these. And I need a whole carton of these. And I'll do that for the next 30 years and then wonder why I'm falling apart. Yeah. So anyway, the people that collected more than anybody on all that insane amount of tobacco corporation payout for all the people who quote unquote got cancer and didn't know the health risks of cigarettes and all the rest of this happy falderall, and the state's getting recompensed for all the money that they had to quote unquote outpay for all this medical care they had to give the people that died from cigarette deaths and all the rest of this happy falderall. The dirty little secret is the people who actually were afflicted and died from these things actually got the least amount of money. It was the legal firms that had the lion's share of that money. Not the federal government, not the state governments, not the victims, the lawyers. The lawyers played ambulance chaser and they made money like you can't, and I really want to curse here, like you cannot believe. So anyway, scrolly. Consistent with the improvements we made over recent years, we have settled this investigation, which was based on an outdated product policy that we changed years ago. Bravo, Sierra, Google. You guys got caught with your dicks in your zippers. Google spokesman Jose Castaneda said in a statement, in addition to the antitrust court challenges, Google has also faced recent claims of political bias against Republicans. Yeah, no kidding. Google's also faced recent claims of political bias against Republicans. The Republican National Committee has filed an FEC complaint against Google in April, alleging that the company was suppressing GOP campaign emails through the use of its spam filter for Gmail. Folks, I don't use Gmail as my primary email source at all. Yahoo might be blanking annoying, but they don't block my mail. The worst thing I got to do is go through the spam file and go, that's not spam. That's not spam. That's not spam. That's not spam. That's the worst of it. In its complaint, the RNC cited a March 2022 study by North Carolina State University Department of Computer Science researchers. Quote, the study findings are shocking, the complainant said. All three services displayed some disparity, with Outlook marking Democrat emails as spam approximately 27% more than Republican emails, and Yahoo marking Democrat emails as spam approximately 14% more. In comparison, however, Google's Gmail truly stands apart, as it marked Republican emails as spam at more than 820% higher rate than it marked emails from Democrat candidates. The Federal Election Commission announced earlier this month that it found the allegations against Google's Gmail to be unfounded. There's an easy way to fix that if you're a Republican in Congress right now, is you go, hey, I now have all these new tools in which to look at the budget, and FEC, your amount of money's getting turned down. Yeah. Through the NCSU study appears to demonstrate a disparate impact from Google spam filter. It explicitly states that its authors have, quote, no reason to believe that they went to deliberate attempts of these email services to create these biases to influence the voters, the FEC said in a letter to Google. Yeah, right. I think what it is, they're now sticking up for their own guys and kind of going full brown nose. Yeah. This is what I got to be really, really careful about. However, I do find it very interesting. I did not get a fact check box on Facebook about this. I think Facebook right now is going, we might be a little bit more afraid of things because we're going to be called out as douchebags. Okay, sure, whatever, sound guy. No, I was going to say basically those guys who are now going to screw you over because you're talking about the and the shots. Because I don't want to get screwed with a yeah, I do not want the fact check at all. Do not want. So the FDA, read like Comrade Fauci, has outlined a plan. This one coming in from truthpress.com has outlined a plan for annual shots. Yeah, they want you to get the shots every freaking year. So, U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, if you're too stupid to know what it means, is now pushing for an annual for Americans. On Monday, the FDA proposed, quote, a simplification of schedule where most adults and children need to be once per year to stay protected against mutating. So the FDA expects the simplification of Oh, you pulled that one out, sound guy. Okay, no, we're talking about the shots. So when you hear the 44 Magnum, bang, we're talking about the shots. Okay, so FDA, hang on a second here. I got an autoplay video that's going to drive me nuts if I keep seeing that thing going. That's just stupid as hell. I hate those things. Let's see here. I hate autoplay. FDA expects the simplification of this and the other thing. Here we go. Simplification of the. Hang on a second. All this stuff that's like constantly playing in the background, such a major distraction. Let's see. Expects the simplification of the composition and annual scheduling, annual schedules may contribute more to a more facile deployment, fewer administration errors, less complex communication, and potentially leading to improved coverage rates, and ultimately to enhance public health, according to documents posted online on Monday. Bravo, Sierra, you lying, cucking people. The agency added people may require a single dosage of the latest regardless of how many times they've been in the past to restore immunity. On Thursday, the FDA will convene a meeting with a panel of outside experts to discuss the proposal. CNN reported experts had mixed responses. Dr. Gregory Poland of Mayo Clinic, a former member of the FDA expert advisory panel, said the first thing it should do is outline what it expects with annual to achieve. They're going to have to decide what the goal of using the current. Hang on a second here. Sound guy, we're talking about the current. Hang on a second here. What'd you do with it? What did you do? Oh, with the current. Said Poland, who studies how the body responds to If it is preventing severe disease and death, we're already there. Before considering the move to annual, he would want to see data on how effective the current updated are, including the latest, oh my gosh, Ecron subvariants. The data keeps getting trotted out in regards to efficacy is prior to, basically A and B versions. The committee also needs to demand complete transparency for the FDA and drug manufacturers when weighing in its decisions. He said he's very concerned the agency had not shared all the data on with the advisory committee in June. Oh my stars and garters. We're going to hide half the information, but you still should get this crud. Bedroom fever. Wow. Yeah, pretty much. Unfortunately, I can't take that one out of the room, but that is good. That is good. Just give me 1 second here. Speaking of people in Congress, Kevin McCarthy sends President Biden spinning. The speaker sets Joe's rate increase, or what was it? The debt limit increase ain't happening. And of course, from the White House, you're hearing, sorry. No, not happening, Joe. You're out of luck. You're not going to get a debt increase. So, sorry, not happening. Now, this one I think is hilarious. And I posited this one, as it were. The Democrats hitch their wagon to an old war horse that is a three-legged. Hang on, let's try it again. I can't say anything. The Democrats have hitched their wagon to an old war horse that is a three-legged, half-dead nag, and they have no other alternatives. This one coming in from conservativeintel.com, and essentially what it is the Democrats have no credible alternative rather than, well, you know them, you love them. We're speaking about Mr. That's right. So they're stuck with big stinking piles of so anyway, the Biden administration may look ridiculous because of conniption fit over the earlier Trump document scandal, but it won't stop Biden from crowding out the rest of the presidential field if he wants to be reelected president. Early days 2024 cycle. Of course, Biden already trails either Trump or Florida Gov Ron DeSantis in either three recent polls. And an earlier one by USA Today. There's never a good place for a come to be. His disapproval rating remains firmly above 50%, which is also not a good place for an incumbent. Democrats' problem is they still really don't have anyone waiting in the wings to take him on if he decides to run. His 2020 rivals are mostly either inside the administration, as with like Pete Buttigieg, or Vice President Kamala. She was a little busy there for a second. So Pete Buttigieg or Kamala openly supporting his reelection, as with Senator Elizabeth Warren, running for reelection to other orifices like Senator Amy Klobuchar. Perhaps the only viable Democrat candidates outside the administration would be governors such as Jared Polis of Colorado. No. Gretchen Whitmer of Michigan and Gavin Newsom of California. But both Newsom and Whitmer have said they will not run. Newsom even goes so far to personally pledge to Biden he won't be running against him. So in the end, the Democrats are kind of stuck with Biden, for good or for ill. This is the other side of the coin for Republicans' failure to generate a red wave election in November. There remains a lot of pent-up, unresolved anger in the electorate over Biden's performance. Yeah, it's bad, folks. I mean, when you come right down to it, it's like in the Senate, there's no standouts. In the House, there's no standouts. And when you really, really come right down to it, the Democrats pretty much they've killed everything they possibly could to try to institute themselves as the power base of all things. So, also other stuffs that kind of blown up the Mr. Kaka. Well, 20 states being led by Texas have sued the Biden administration over its destructive plans for the border and for the United States. The lawsuit was filed by the U.S. first legal group against the Department of Homeland Security. And I'm saying Humanland because they're really not Homeland. They're for the humans. In the U.S. District Court of the Southern District of Texas, legal action says Biden's parole change is illegal because of circumventing Congress. Only Congress can determine immigration levels according to the Constitution. Other states in the lawsuit against Biden include Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Florida, Idaho, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Ohio, South Carolina, Texas, Tennessee, Utah, West Virginia, and Wyoming. Dude, you pretty much got like a good chunk of states there saying, now, not feeling it, not going to do it. There's really a very not easy and safe way to say this other than me simply saying it for what it is. But dude, this story is downright freaking horrendously nasty. And if you guys anybody, about mutating viruses, it's a double-edged sword. Number one, we're monkeys playing with a light switch, and we don't know what happens when you turn the switch on. We're cucking with stuff that really has been around for bazillions of years, and it's kind of worked its out to the way it works right now. And a chainsaw where we probably should be just using like a Q-tip. Yeah. Anyway, Pfizer. Yeah, Pfizer's now playing around, and they're thinking about mutating the
Chinese Communist COVID viral infection.
For
Claw shots.
New versions of the
Claw shots.
Yes. Project Veritas dropped an undercover sting on Wednesday evening in which it claimed that the Pfizer Director of Research and Development is making some concerning admissions. The company behind the popular this one.
The Chinese Communist COVID viral infection. Claw shots.
Yeah. Is according to what is stated in the video, mutating the
Chinese Communist COVID viral infection
in order to create a new form of
claw shots.
Yeah. Basically, the guy said this: don't tell anyone this. There's a risk. You have to be very controlled to make sure that this.
The Chinese Communist COVID viral infection.
You mutate doesn't create something the way that the
Chinese Communist COVID viral infection
started in Wuhan. To be honest. So the guy in the video actually works or allegedly works for Pfizer is Jordan Tristan Walker. The one concern that Walker seems to have no online presence, although some claims he has a LinkedIn account that was been deactivated. There's always caution to be exercised in these cases because you want to be sure the person in the video is who they say they are. With that said, Project Veritas has faced lawsuits before and would likely not have released this if they weren't certain of the sourcing. We can assume this is real, and again, Red State can't confirm that at this point. What's in the video is taken two ways. Some are taking to mean that Pfizer is mutating the
Chinese Communist COVID viral infection
in order to push more
claw shots
on the public for profit. The other more charitable interpretations are now mutating the
Chinese Communist COVID viral infection
in order to have more
claw shots
ready in case the
Chinese Communist COVID viral infection
mutates naturally with profit as a secondary motive. I don't trust Pfizer as far as you could throw them because they've already been seen as those guys playing both sides up the middle and around the center and up the back. And yeah, this one's also another related story. RepublicanDaily.com. Health experts admit to lying about the Chinese Communist covert viral infection clot shot. Yeah. Public health expert Deborah Birx lied in an effort to manipulate the American people. One of the strangest parts of the
Chinese Communist COVID viral infection
has been all the public health quote-unquote experts who openly lied to the American people, expected to be lauded as heroes in response. Certainly, most have witnessed Dr. Anthony Fauci's grotesque level of arrogance over the years, with numerous examples of a good doctor admitting he lied in order to get the outcome he desired for the public. For his efforts, he's got magazine covers and $1 million awards. We shouldn't forget about Dr. Deborah Birx, the other half of Donald Trump's initial
The Chinese Communist COVID viral infection.
advisory team. Although she's rarely drawn the same iris fallacy, there's little reason to believe she wasn't just as duplicitous. The Red State reported recently Birx was busy promoting her new book. It contains several brazen admissions of dishonesty, including misleading the Trump administration by disobeying orders and altering reports. Yeah, I never really thought that she was all that great to begin with, and now you know it to be true. Yeah. I know everybody keeps talking about all this World War III crap, nuclear war, this, that, and the other thing. Um, Putin might be a raging asshole, but he's not a self-destructive raging asshole, and he knows that if the first one goes up, his place is flat. And if the Chinese get into it, their place is flat. And of course, North Korea right there, they'll launch whatever 3 or 4 missiles they got, they'll be flat. So conventional war being what it is, Putin really, really stepped in it now, because I think what I'm seeing right now is actually really kind of cool. It's like every country is going, you know what? Ukraine's basically going to be Ukraine no matter what happens here. But if we keep the fight centered in Ukraine, Russia's going to be so fixated, wasting all their manpower in this quagmire that doesn't go anywhere, getting all their guys racked out, basically losing a lot of equipment. And oh, yeah, I have another couple of news stories. Stand by on this one. But they make the fight so prohibitively expensive that even Putin goes, you know, it's really, it's just not worth it anymore. I'm just getting the hell out of Dodge. Kind of what happened to them. And he was around for and witnessed what happened in Afghanistan. He was actually in, well, military at the time in which Afghanistan was happening, where the Russians basically experienced their version of Vietnam, trying to fight people that have been fighting each other for thousands of years, and they've gotten really, really good at killing each other. And oh, yeah, if you go in there, they stop killing each other and they pick on you. So, what's going on now in Ukraine is we've sent over an M1 tank, read like about 30 of them or so. That is a game-changing device. That tank's been around for a while. It's still just that good. It's the top 3 tank on the planet. Trust me on that one. Excuse me 1 second here. So the Germans are also sending their Martyrs. It is also a game changer. Probably Putin right now is probably doing an old Krepsky right about now that everybody's starting to play. Help the Ukrainians. Yeah. Supposedly this one also came out against Joe Kaka, 113 Democrats just said you're not going to allow them to sell the Strategic Petroleum Reserve to oil to China. Yeah, that's not going to work out for him. So that's staying here. This one I thought was really, really hilarious. I'm, kind of blipping through some, quick stories here. But supposedly the dinner that took place between Chaya Raichik and Donald John Trump, and she's the chick that actually has libs of TikTok, has made the Democrat liberal contingent completely just, how do I say this without saying this? They pretty much just, yeah, they really just they really just lost it. Schiff was booted off his committee. Scroll. Scroll. Hang on a second. There's this one news story that I found I want to get into here, and it also relates to Ukraine. Hang on a second. Oh, here we go. Drones are cheaper than tanks, and they're more expensive than people. So Putin's now got a problem because now it's a new weapon system is being utilized in Ukraine, and it's being used against the Russians. And it's really blanking effective. They're starting to call it, and they are calling it, the death ray. So what they're using camera-mounted drones that are carrying contact munitions. So the look down unit basically is flying around, and it goes, oh, hey, guys, I got some targets here. And then the guy at home goes, okay. And he's basically playing, PlayStation, basically, his form of like, some M Morg war game back on the base, telling the drone what to do. And then the drone goes, okay, I found a target. And then flies directly into the target like a Japanese kamikaze using RPG warheads. Capable of taking out light armored vehicles like BMPs and also unarmored troops, which equals complete splat. For the Ukrainians, it's new, more effective, and frankly, a better way to fight the Russian bear. And also, when you come right down to it, it's really, really cheap and easy to build a drone and carry a couple, RPGs on board and just go, oh, yeah, here's the guys. Yeah. And also, the other dirty little secret is once you have drones flying around, drones themselves are pretty much expendable because you simply just get another drone, you load it up, you find the other guys, you splat them. Done. 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 So anyway, that's the way I see things happening in Ukraine right now. Is also it's a major, major overreach. They really never should have gone there in the first place, and Putin's probably going to resent it. Really, really resent it in the long run. Going, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. It was really kind of stupid. Yeah, not really thought through. Looking at the room, Patriot Fever. Who do you think Donatus picks for a running mate? There's a big bench, but any of them would be a waste of talent to put in the VIP spot. I don't know. I would tend to think. I know DeSantis would not want to be second wrong. He's got entirely too good a run right now happening in Florida. He's being very, very successful in Florida. I would hope that the next guy after him continues on doing what he's doing. I believe Florida is a 2-term state. So he gets 2 4-year terms and that's it. And I think he's just started on his second 4-year term. So let me do something real fast here and keep myself honest. FLA governor terms. Let's see. Governor of Florida. 2 consecutive terms, 2-term limits. So same as presidential setup. You basically have 2 4-year terms in Florida, and that is it. And he just started on his second 4-year term. So by the time the election takes place, he'll only be 2 years into his second term. I don't know if he would ride that one out and just wait for, the next presidential election and let Donald get this one, or hopefully Donald would get this one. Or would he simply say, you know what? I'm the man. I got this. I'm the man. I will do this. Donald, thanks for all the help and everything, but bye-bye. Patriot Fever, no, that's a misnomer. That is not true at all. I've already looked that up. President and vice president can come from the same state. That's not an issue. That's not regulated in any way, shape, or form. So looking around. Still got some people in the room. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. Good stuff like that there. And I think it's just about bye-bye time. Coming up on the 10 o'clock time period plus. But you guys hung out with me. And I know you got many other things to do on a Tuesday. I appreciate your kind attentions. You guys hung out with me, and I appreciate your kind attentions. You get a gold star for attendance. And Barry, 2 weeks in a row, man. Aces. 2 gold stars. Song breaker with this one, folks. Equal Cape Sun Rings, always, you know what? You love it. And I will see you guys next week. And thank you so much for your time. And what's the fuck here? See you guys and catch you guys then. See you guys.